can heal yourself, you are not letting that person off the hook as such. You're letting yourself off the hook. You're no longer letting them take up your real estate. And that is a gift for yourself. Thank you to the women who have shared with us. That's absolutely beautiful. All right. We're going to move on to something a little less, emotional, but probably more triggering. Who wants to talk about sales? Can I get a big eye roll, please? Not a drum roll, an eye roll. Oh, fuck, we're going to talk about sales. All right. What page are we on? 85. Who loves flipping through this book all over the place, back to front, up to down? I know Miss Cat does. She loves it. Triggers the shit out of her. All right. I would love to reword this entire section to the 5-step service process or the 5-step impact process. The word sales automatically has snake oil salesman or used car salesman written all over it. Because for whatever reason, we all have the idea that sales are icky. So I would like this whole process to slap that out of the park. We don't need to believe that sales need to be icky. That's a preconception that you have. Let's make sales sexy. Let's make them beautiful. Let's make them impactful. I recently wrote an article and I had to look up a statistic, and it was a US-based statistic just because they've got so many numbers in their country compared to Australia. So I was using bigger numbers. The average small business is dead in about 2 years. 2 years. About 50% dead in 2 years, up to 80% gone in 5 years. And for those that actually keep going, most of them are lucky to make it past 15. That's a pretty fucked up statistic, right? Where you've got some very capable people that are absolutely gold at what they do, but they suck at business. And generally that's all it ever is you've got a magical practitioner in whatever you practice. You've got a magical practitioner, but they suck at the business component. All right. And for most people, it's because their sales system or sales ability comes with the ickiness factor, and therefore they discount, therefore they coupons and vouchers and whatever other means of discounting their services. They won't rebook people because, oh my God, I've got to ask for money. Fuck, I don't want to do that. They might judge me. There's all that other stuff, right? I know I'm hitting some chords with a few people and I'm deliberately doing that, right? Because at the end of the day, I don't care how good you are at what it is you do. If you are the world's best kept secret, your business is fucked. Plain and simple. You can be magic at what you do, but if no one knows you exist, you may as well go and get a job down at the local supermarket and stack shelves, because at least then you'll get paid. All right. Now, who here is in sales? I'll have some eventual hesitation, like, oh shit, I should probably put my hand up. Every single one of my magical little squares on my screen are in sales. The parents in the room had better be better salespeople than the drug dealer down the street when it comes to your kid. You had better be better at it, at keeping them away from them. Everyone's in sales. All right. So whether you're selling your service, whether you're selling a product, whether you're selling yourself to prospective clients, and I mean that in a very nice way, professional way, whatever it is. If you are trying to keep your kids away from vaping, I hope to hell you're a better salesperson than the kid that's trying to shove it in their face, because you're in sales. All right. What you say or do or feel will have impact on anyone around you. And that is a sale. All right. Like I said, sales can be called impact, service. It can be called anything else. But at the end of the day, what you say or do will have impact on whether there is a financial, monetary, or energetic exchange or not. And I'm a huge believer of the word impact. Now, there will be probably one of you that noticed the emails I sent out to you when we first started to give you the login codes for this Zoom. Someone would have had attention to detail. The password to get in, not that you had to use it, but the password to get in is impact. So if you go have a look at the emails that I sent you the day before we started, in that, you know how Zoom gives you a big, long invitation with all the different time codes and all the rest of it? Password was impact. That's how much I love it. All right. Because for me, I am impacting that single mother of 6 who's coming to me to get rid of her lineage crap that she's vomiting all over those 6 kids. I get to make the impact in her life. And that was a fucking good sale. Because I made sure when I went into that discovery call that she was in, whether she liked it or not. I was going to make sure of it. Not because I'm a bully, but because I knew what the outcome of that service would create in her life. And we've been 1 week and she's already radiant with, oh my God, people are noticing the difference in me. Yes, we call it hope. You now have hope. Something you haven't had written all over your face in a bloody long time. And even her children have noticed the difference already. The last time I saw her, we got rid of anger and sadness in time on therapy. That's all we've done so far. Already had a massive, massive difference. So, 6 sessions. I charge $500 a session. And that's for people I know. So ultimately, get it out of your head. You're selling as if it's an icky. You're serving, you're making impact. You are changing someone's life. Whether that's putting a hair color in someone's hair, that is life-changing for that person receiving it. They get to walk out of that salon feeling fabulous, feeling loved, feeling lovable, feeling beautiful. That's a gift. Yeah, so it doesn't matter how big or small the service or product or whatever it is that you sell, it's important to someone. And it's life-changing for someone. Yeah, the podiatrist that can cut ingrown toenails out, that's life-changing for the person that needs that service. But if you don't book someone in and make the sale, then there's going to be someone walking around in agony. All right, and we don't want that. All right, I'll stop ranting. I get very passionate about this. So the 5-step sales process. I should just call it the 5-step sexy process or something, you know, then I'd have your attention. It's super easy. Establish rapport, ask questions, find a need, link the need, close the deal. Anyone have a guess which step people fuck up? The bit where they have to ask for money, the closing of the deal. Now, Cliff, this may not be familiar to you, so apologies if I get a little feminine on this next little bit, right? But I guarantee the ladies in the room have been to either a Tupperware party or an at-home linen party or a bra shop party where you went to a lady's house and you got the champagne out and you talked crap for an hour or two and there was a display of something that you could have bought. You know, you've all been to an at-home party, pre-COVID, obviously, right? I know, Cliff, you might have been one to one as well, but just bear with me, right? Generally speaking, it's a feminine game. And the woman will stand up the front and she'll have handed out a clipboard to everybody with a pen and paper in case you see something that you're excited about and you want to buy it.